One of the greatest crises and mishap of the believer is his lack of awareness. You don't know that the earth is under attack. You don't know that the earth has never been under attack than it is now. The wars you see, they are just byproducts of what's happening in the spirit realm. The crisis, the calamities, byproducts of the things happening in the spirit realm. If God opens your eyes to see the contention over the earth realm, you will lose your peace. The crisis of the believer is lack of awareness. Every form of wisdom that is available in the demonic realm is being deployed in this generation to choke what God wants to do. Every intelligence. And I will show you some of them. Do you know why most of you come on campus as virgins and before you are in 200 level you are disflowered? Is the intelligence of spiritual energy. Warfare have migrated to spiritual dexterity and wisdom. The devil doesn't need to appear on your campus. If he's able to alter the balances of this campus, that energy alone can keep you in captivity so long as you are in this territory. Jesus went to Peter's mother-in-law. He didn't say a demon made her sick. He said fever held her sick. It's an energy. When the devil wants to take over a generation, one of the things they do is that they alter the balance of energy. The balance of energy of the earth is under contention. The greatest way to alter the balances of the earth is by invading the earth with other forms of energy. If you study in Genesis chapter 6 from verse 1 to verse 5, the Bible said the sons of God looked upon the daughters of men who were fair, and they came and went into them and raised children. And he said that's when the giants were born. Because energy came from another realm, something happened immediately. The angels that came down indulged in perversion, and because of the energy level where they came from, they destroyed the balance of energy of the earth. In verse 5, the Bible said the earth was full of violence, and the imagination in the heart of a man was continually evil. So it was impossible for man to think good. Why? Because beings of higher energy level invaded this territory and mingled with it. So the form of perversion they brought was superior to the regulatory force of the energy here. It's just like putting ice block in hot water. After a while, the whole water will become cold. Energy. So what the devil is doing now is to open portals and realms into different dark dimensions and cause invasion into the earth. These are things happening that defy even our theology, unless God shows you. Somebody is saying, how can that happen? How did the witch of Endor bring Samuel back from Hades to the earth? The devil is violating spiritual laws and protocols. Because right now, so long as the gospel is being preached, the balance of good will be maintained. The only activity the devil can do now to cause a ripple effect is to invoke beings from other realms with superior energy level. If they can mingle with it, even the potency of your gospel will be challenged. That's why you see some people in some territories. You go there, cry from morning till night, nothing happens. Energy. Energy. Perversion. We are having visitations constantly from different realms of darkness. But most of us don't know because we're not in the place of prayer. I started seeing these things as visions. I was praying in Makodi, and at a point I began to contend with the spirit of immorality because I was vexed. I saw the wantoness, and I bound myself in a room for 21 days praying and fasting. And the first thing that happened, I saw a vision, and I saw beings like crocodiles, had weapons in their hands, and they were fighting on every front. I saw some men fighting with them. What is this? And as I stood on that valley, a weapon entered my hand, and the wind threw me into the battlefield, and I was fighting with them. I didn't know where I got the weapon from. I didn't know what carried me into the battlefield. And I fought. After a while, one of the elders came, and he told me to carry people to safety. And I was excused to take people to safety. And the trance left me, and I kept contemplating, what is this? On the 18th day of my fast, while I laid in the room with my eyes open, the wall opened, and a being came out of the wall, a naked woman. I laid on the floor. I tried to stand up, I couldn't. When I looked at her head was the head of a man, so I knew it was a principality. That principality that caught him paid to immorality, I began to challenge Israel. So the being came out, and he walked around me and just sat on my shoulder. I tried to push this being, no way. I tried to bite her, she didn't even know. That was when I cried, Lord, save me. And light came from up, and she dematerialized. Even though she left, for 2 weeks I was struggling with lust, because her contact with me deposited an energy that was beyond the workings of righteousness in me. I knew righteousness, but the righteousness I knew experientially was at a level, a higher energy level of darkness came upon me. And with my righteousness, I was beginning to struggle.